Right, welcome back to Say Less. It is review, so it's very close to Origin 3. So we're going to review the games from last week, and we're just going to do quick little Origin sort of preview at the end as well. Just sort of it covers it all together. Talk about just some of the picks. Just what is Freddie doing? I think he's just having a dig, picking players that he's always sort of thought that would make an impact in Origin, and he's just like. I think he's just sort of given it the like, you know what? Let's just have a crack. I mean, you got to think Queensland want the 3-0, but you know, players these days, a professional sport, you're not going to go 110%. You've already won the thing. Like, I dare say New South Wales will pick it up, but we will get onto that later. I want to move straight across to the last round of games, and it was another shortened round, and as it happens, every single shortened round, as much as there's not as much footy, the footy is fantastic. Now, obviously, we kicked off way back on the Thursday with the Tigers Sharks and finished up with an absolutely fantastic game on the Sunday. Just across the board, every time I see like a 5 or 6 round, it's dead set. It is a great round of footy. Let's get straight into it, and obviously my Tigers, we were the first game up against the Sharks. Sharks are a top three side. The Tigers are the bottom. 12 all at half time. Now, the Sharks were on top early. Just the impact of bringing Sean Bloor and Alex Seyfarth on for the Tigers made a massive impact on the game. Like all even at 12. Last minute change. What I was saying in my tips, and what I've been saying for a while is bring Will Smith in. Last minute injury to Dane Laurie. Will Smith gets a crack at it, throws a beautiful ball out of Tommy Talau for the first Tigers try. His passing skills are looking a lot better. I feel like with a bit more time, we're gonna have like better attacking options. We're getting the field position, but we're just like look a bit clunky. I think Wakeham gets a bit. Wakeham just needs to build confidence. He's a confidence player. I think Will Smith needs to fix up his defence, and it's going to help the his game in the long run. There's a few of the late tries sort of went through Will Smith, but his attacking looks a lot better. And once he forms that combination next to him with Tommy Talau and whoever's playing on the left, probably IPAP will be there on the left and just sort of build a nice combination. You know what? Maybe the Tigers can get a win this week. Doubtful, but I'm always hopeful. The mighty Tigers. Cronulla just sort of we're sort of in the fight. I think they sort of started really well, and I think they were like, "This is going to be easy." The Tigers fall back into it, and then the second half, I think they just sort of went up a gear and sort of put the Tigers away. Um, yeah, Kennedy, Nico Hines, like there's just a lot of class. Talakai had a good game. Katoa had a great game. Um, and Ramian, I think, scored a pretty lucky try also late in the game. But yeah, 36-12, Sharks over the Tigers. On the Friday, it was Dragons versus Raiders, and geez, the Dragons were coming. The Dragons were coming. Like good start from Raiders. Good strong game from the Raiders forwards. Matt Tomoko had a great game. Rapana had a great game. There was obviously that try July is happening at the moment. Beautiful little. I don't like cricket, but it was a great little try celebration with stumping the English batsman. That was really cool. Jared Croker keeps scoring points, heading towards that what is it, 300 or 500 mark. Or no, it's thousands. I'll have to double check that. Get back to you. Dragons looked a little bit better, but fell short. Good to see some green shoots there. Enough said about that game. They're better, but Raiders just still sneaking under the radar, making their way through. Into fifth position now, so just keep an eye on that Raiders. They might surprise some teams this year. Always in a close one. Saturday game, first Saturday game, Warriors absolutely spanking the Eels. SJ was in doubt, but he played. Metcalf had a absolutely barnstorming first half. the wingers, the forward pack. The Warriors are looking like the real deal. Obviously, Parramatta without all their big stars. It was a bad time to come up against the Warriors, but the Warriors had to bounce back after last week, getting pumped by the Bunnies, and they did it in style. Warriors will make the eight. I just really want them to sort of, imagine being up around that fifth, sixth. I don't think they're going to make top four, but hey, you never know. This competition is crazy, and anyone can beat anyone. On to the next Saturday game, Bulldogs Rabbits. Wow, there's so much young talent on show in this game. It was an absolute try fest. Yeah, Blake Wilson hat trick. Karaz, Marnie, Keyword got a try for the Bulldogs. Blake Taff had probably his best game. Tom Burgess. Now, I think that the Rabbitohs play better with Tom Burgess in the team. I think he's more important than a lot of people give him credit for. He's got the first try for the Rabbits. Ty Munro just keeps on coming on leaps and bounds. Tails Duncan, another opportunity in first grade, and the try he set up and scored at the end of the game that got the Rabbits right back into it was an absolutely fantastic try. He is a kid with a lot of talent. Just really good for someone like uh, Lockie Ilias to sort of, as much as South's missing all their stars, like the big names, like the Cooks, Cam Murray, Cody Walker. Did I say Cookie already? I definitely think I did. Cameron Graham, like it just for him to step up. Obviously, they didn't get the win, but to sort of take control and just sort of like, he's going to be there one day. So look, I don't think that's a big loss for the Rabbits, to be honest. Like, obviously they want to keep the 2 points to keep on moving, but I think they'll bounce back definitely. And on to the Sunday game. Now, wow, what a game. What an absolute game. I'm pretty sure I tipped the Dolphins. I'll have to go back to the tape. But what a game. I just saw there was obviously, a lot of talent out for the Titans. But you know, sort of still looking that they still had sort of Campbell, they still had Foz, they still had Tanner Boyd. Like it was just an end. What a game! Like it was just such a good game. Obviously, Golden Point decided on a penalty goal, which is just annoying, but like like absolutely fantastic game to watch. Like it's just like a new Queensland rivalry. Um, the Titans are definitely heading in the right direction, and the Dolphins needed to bounce back. And like I think Jared Wallace really turned the game. Um, yeah, it was such an entertaining game to watch. Can't wait for the next one. 21-23. Dolphins get the win. Yeah, not too many big changes from the table. Broncos, Panthers, Storm. The Rabbits are still in fourth, even though they lost. The Sharks, fifth. Warriors, Raiders, Eels. Even though the Eels lost, they're still in eighth. Titans, Dolphins, Roosters, Seagulls, Cowboys. Knights, Dragons, Tigers, Bulldogs, Tigers. I mean, I think 14 down. Like I think if Tigers beat Knights this year, that's the night season over. This week, that's the night season over. Dead set. Let's finish up with a little bit of Origin now. Lots of big ins for the Blues in for game three. And why the hell not? You've lost two games. You need to make wholesale changes. Love the fact they kept Mitchy Moses in there. I don't think he's had a fair crack at it. Putting Cody Walker outside him, absolute genius. And then you've got Gutherson. I mean, Gutho can cover 1 to 7 easily. Anyone goes down the back line, Gutho's there. It doesn't matter. He will put 110% in there. Colin Matungi gets a call up. RCG's in there. Um, just, yeah, Freddie's just gone for it here. Isaiah Yeo back to the bench. He's been a bit disappointing. Robson's on the bench. Started with Cook. Is that going to happen? 18th man, Scotty Drinkwater. 19th man, Spencer Leniu. There's mail that Spencer Leniu will get pumped into the side late. I mean, I would probably put him in. I'd probably let Cook pay the 80 minutes and I'd probably replace Reece Robson. Everyone said he did a great thing in game two. I'm not so sure on it. Queensland, Corey Horsburgh onto the interchange bench. He is going to absolutely tear it up. Oh, Jermaine Hopgood, 19th man for Queensland. Didn't even realise. Where have I been all week? There hasn't been a whole lot of talk around that. I think this is as much as it's a dead rubber. And I sort of watched something that James Graham sort of said on the buy round, maybe even last week, that maybe it should be like, like America does, like a best of seven series, best of three series. Like you play the two, and if someone wins two, why play the third game? I mean, I know it's tradition, and I'm a big traditionalist, but in saying that, with the workload of like how the injuries toll and all that stuff, like obviously it's all around TV revenue and ticket revenue, but it's not the worst idea. AJ Brimson also back to the team. AJ Brimson is going to absolutely kill it at fullback. Oh, I'm so excited to see him running around in a maroon jersey at fullback. Like, I think he's going to have a big game. I really hope Teddy has a great game and just shuts up all the haters. James Tedesco's done so much and he's so talented. He's out of form this year. He's playing in a shit team. He's just, I just think he's playing injured, honestly. Um, Big Tino, Ruben Cotter, Fafita, like the forward battles. Jakey Dvojevic, he's back in the New South Wales team. He should not be out of the New South Wales team for the rest of his career because it just makes a big difference as well. Oh, look, I think New South Wales might get this one. That's my tip. I'm a Queenslander, but I think New South Wales might get the win here. Um, Let me know what you think down below. I'll be back probably either later or tomorrow with my tips for the round. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Say less. Peace out.